can we talk about Pat McGrath? Are we okay? Like, do I need to do a temperature check first? Because, you know, ever since Pat McGrath did the Louis Vuitton thing, we've all been a little on edge, and people are typing to me a lot in caps. I mean, I think I was pretty clear on my feelings about Louis Vuitton. I was like, it's luxury beauty. Like it or leave it, you know. But people were upset, and I need to do a quick temperature check out there in viewerland. Are you guys okay? Like, are you angry at Pat McGrath? Do you feel betrayed? I don't know. Let me know, because we're about to talk about the 10-year anniversary Pat McGrath Labs Gilded Nirvana collection right here today with me, Rebecca, on Not Fit for Print Beauty. I forgive luxury fashion stuff because that's where I started my career. I'm a fashion and beauty editor, and I have done that for, you know, a long time. A long time. And that's what made me start Not Fit for Print Beauty, because it's not in print. Get it? Now we're digital. And I watched Pat McGrath from the beginning when she was with Alexander McQueen. Remember all those crazy looks? She likes provocative imagery, you know, and that was what the Louis Vuitton collection was. But it made some people very angry. So let me know in comments what you feel, and we can all disagree with each other, and it can be okay. But meanwhile, back at her namesake brand, Pat McGrath is celebrating 10 years. And her 10-year anniversary brings us the Gilded Nirvana collection. Oh, there's some Balm duos, which I really wasn't that interested in. There is a $7,000 or so Judith Lieber purse, lipstick purse, handbag, if you're so inclined. There's also some eyeshadow sticks, and then like a $700 pendant. I don't want, you know, if I were made of money, I don't know that I'd still spend $700 on a Pat McGrath pendant. Would you? Here's a question. Here is a question. There's timestamps below if you're in a rush. I respect your time. But let me just put a question out there. If money were no object, okay, honestly, I want you to be honest. If money were no object, if you were like just made of money, would you spend some of the few $100s? I don't know that any, hey, that Judith Lieber handbag sold out, so clearly there's something I don't know. But would you buy that? You know, would you buy, like, there was a gold comb for your hair. I saw one, a cheap plastic gold one in the checkout line for at the grocery store the other day, and I almost bought it for this video to go, look, I have one for $2.99. I don't know. Tell me, if you had all the money in the world, I'm not making a joke here, would you like, oh, I'll pick up that little pendant. It's only $700. You know what I mean? Like, would you, or are we all going to sit there and go, oh, I would never? I don't know. I don't think I would. And Judith Lieber, I'm never in on, bless her heart, creative, but it's never been my thing. There was a Sex and the City episode where, on the TV show, when it was good, where Big bought a Judith Lieber handbag for Carrie. Do you guys remember that? And she was like, and I'm right with her on that. All right, here's what I picked up, though. The Balm duos, the shadow sticks, the Judith Lieber handbag. I left all that. I did go ahead and pick up the Gilded Nirvana Mega Eyeshadow Palette. It's $72. It comes in this beautiful case right here. It's not leather. Sorry, Louis Vuitton fans. And comes with these shadows. It's smaller than I thought it would be. You know, you see this. We're going to look at all these swatched and stuff. You see this, and it looks like it's going to be so huge. I remember seeing her other mega palettes that she would release around the holidays and think they're going to be giant. And they would get here and they weren't really, but they are now compared to this. Like, here's a mega. Why do I not like the mega palettes? I cut the things on this. People were so upset with me, but I was so annoyed when I was trying to hold it up. I cut them on camera too. People were outraged. Here's another mega. Look at that. This is a smaller mega, and it's still. And this is 72. How much were the other megas? So whenever I would get a Pat McGrath mega palette the past few holiday seasons, I would always be like, why do I not like this? The formula was always beautiful, and I would apply it, and I'd be like, how can you be mad at Pat McGrath? They're sumptuous formulas. They're pretty. And then I would never pick it up again. Now, number one, I'm not like a huge editorial eye look person. You know what I mean? Like, I maybe put some bronzer in the crease. So I'm not a big, like, I do a one and done sparkle or something. So that's probably why. But also it was almost overwhelming, and all the colors, it was like it was eyeshadow overstimulation. This one is in a smaller package, but look at all the shades. It's a little bit eyeshadow overstimulation, wouldn't you agree? I don't know. Let's take it outside into the warm California sunshine. Take a look at these shades. What do you think? I try to get nice and close. It's mostly, it's warm and cool, isn't it? Yeah, it's warm and cool. There's enough. There's really no, there's a few neutrals. Not really. It's kind of warm or cool. There's enough in there, though. I mean, we have metallics. They're calling them molten metallics, and velvets. There's sparkles and multichromes. There's a whole bunch of stuff. And this is celebrating 10 years of Mother, Pat McGrath, for 10 years. And now, of course, she's doing stuff with Nicolas Ghesquière over at Louis Vuitton and irritating people. People are typing in caps because of the prices on that. But what I still think it's very different. The Louis Vuitton, a lot of people were disappointed because they felt like the shades weren't powerful enough. I liked it because I feel it wasn't as impactful. And I don't like these very impactful shades. It's, to me, like Pat McGrath is made to swatch really well. And I always tell you guys, I swatch because when in Rome. But we don't wear eyeshadow on our arm. Why do we swatch eyeshadow? I get it, so you can see all the shades. But can't you see them here? Those of you who love swatches, tell me. Let's make some eye looks with this. I'll tell you what I'm going to be picking up, though, by the way. I might not be picking up the Judith Lieber handbag. But, you know, on October 14th, they're releasing the Gold 001 eyeshadow to commemorate 10 years. I remember back in the day, gather around, children, when that first went up, the Gold 001. And it sold out... Oh, does anyone remember better than me? Was it 20 seconds or something? And it was gone. This is like back when Pat McGrath first launched her own brand and was really integrally involved in it. I do feel she's integrally involved in the Louis Vuitton releases, but I feel like there's kind of a team running things at Pat McGrath. I feel like there is. Don't you think there is? Like she kind of goes, uh-huh, every so often, and then goes back to work. Yeah, uh-huh. You know, like when you're on the phone with your mom. Uh-huh. And you put it... Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so let's take some Rephr brushes here. Here's a Rephr 27. I just want to do a one and done with these, you know. But let me start. Let me just go in here. This is a kind of a neutrally warmish kind of matte shade. On both of my eyes. I think I'm gonna do 2 eye looks, but I'm gonna put that into the crease. Look at that. Neither here nor there. It just kind of works because I have hooded eyes. Okay, that's a Rephr 27 if I didn't say so. But let's do something fun. Like I really want to know. I'm not going to use my finger on this because I don't want it to be too. Oh gosh, I'm going to have to, huh? There it is with a brush. Okay, let's use my finger. Gosh, feels pretty. Oh, the formulas are nice. I say this about the Mega palettes. Look at the difference now that I switched to my finger. It needs that emolliency, doesn't it? That's pretty, isn't it? I'll ruin it in a moment. Don't worry. I'll put some other shade over the top. This is how I would wear it. And I will. I'll wear that. That's pretty. And it feels nice to the touch. I don't like the blues. I'm not a huge purpley fan. I'll try. Okay, let me try it. Let me go into a slightly deeper purple. This is a Rephr number 2 brush. And let's just see. Yeah, but I don't like the way it goes on with the brush. Look. I don't like, okay, well let's, oh, this is going to be too dark. Oh, it's going to be too dark. Let me just tap. Yeah, I got to tell you, I prefer, oh gosh, it's too dark though, but I do prefer the sparkles with the finger. But the formula is pretty. If you love these kind of editorial looks, these really kind of high fashion, bright eyeshadow shades, how could you not love this for 72 bucks? If you are like me and you're into really kind of, if you're a basic B, I like lipstick. This is one of those Mega Lips from Pat McGrath, my absolute favorite. And yes, I'm getting the new ones from MAC. I just like these basic things. So this is like, this is not me. This is so you guys can see the shade, but you're not going to catch me outside in that. You might in this, though. That's really pretty. All right, well, let me just play a little bit. Let me ruin what I like. I got a good thing going on this side, but let's ruin it by coming into this more yellow gold shade with a, what is this? A concept brush from Rephr. And I'm just going to kind of put that over it. I can use my finger, but I'm just not liking it. It's just such a pretty duochrome, though. But let me add that in. That's pretty. I would wear that to a holiday party. To me, this gets garish. You can tell me if you disagree. But you know what I mean? Like, to me, this is still kind of classy and pretty, and this is just like, it's too over the top for me. For me. You got to be a confident person, which I bet you are. I'm just like not, you know? Okay, what about if I took this Refer 2 Max into this shade here, just on the side, this dark shade, and what if we just kind of made the purple worse? What if we just kind of like did it on the outskirts or lined with it? Hey, that's pretty. And it's giving a little bit of, it's actually giving a little bit more life to that purple. You know, it actually made it look a little more fluid. Don't you agree? Because it gave some depth, rather like that purple. When it's really dark, I don't like it as a one and done, because then it needs a little something, like I said, to give it some depth. Now I much prefer, I still wouldn't wear it, but I much prefer that look, don't you? Whereas this one, I did prefer as a one and done. So it's like light sparkle lends itself to one and done. Dark sparkle needs some more dimensionality. There we go. It needs some more, yeah. I like that much better when I added in that darker gray. So what is my verdict on this collection? If you want something that's going to travel well, sometimes I've been afraid to travel with my large motherships that are in a container like this, but this one doesn't feel as fragile or heavy. So if you want to travel with a lot of looks, you can, and especially around the holidays, or if you're looking for like your one party palette that's still going to store easily, I do much prefer this to previous mega palettes, even though I bet I could dupe the shades. Here would be my final call on it. If you have the other mega palettes and you never reach for them, you won't reach for this one. You did Rebecca. Yeah, I'm buying it for review. I don't know if I would have bought it for Rebecca. Okay? Does that mean I think that they're not performing well? No, they're gorgeous. Does that mean I think that they're not impactful or pretty colors? No. It's just, I'm saying Rebecca doesn't wear looks like this. But if you do, and you find that you do like the other megas that you have, then this is nice. It's more compact. It's $72. You're getting so many looks. You're getting like 12 different one and done looks, or 2 when you're through, as I like to call it. And I think the Balm Duo and the shadow sticks are really pretty. Still a fan of her mega lips. And I'm not mad at the woman for what she did with Louis Vuitton. I think it's innovative, provocative, and cool. But you are entitled to tell me your opinion. I had people, when I said that on my Louis Vuitton video, saying, I no longer can relate to you. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. It's just an opinion. All right, so let me know your opinion. I want to hear them all. If we agree to disagree, I'm cool with that. I hope you are too. So let me know. Tell me what you got from this. Did you get the Judith Lieber purse and like 3 backups of the $700 pendant? Maybe you did. And good for you if you did. I'm not your bank manager. Tell me what you got. Tell me what your thoughts are on the former mega palettes and then this mega palette. I mean, I need to know everything. I'm going to meet you guys in the comments. I'm going to put this is at Sephora. So I'll put this in YouTube shopping. But I'll also have options for purchase down below in the description bar. Also, you can find me over on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. Come on over. We're on Facebook for free. But we also have a membership right here on YouTube. We meet every Friday for a live, and we have a lot of fun. So we'd love to see you there. But let me know your thoughts. Make sure that you're subscribed. And the new products for holiday, they're rolling in too fast. I am overwhelmed, not only by eyeshadow colors, but also by new releases. So tell me what you think about this one in particular. And I will see you all in the comments and in the next video. Bye-bye.